Hi everybody! Thank you so much for joining us yesterday to celebrate the Mecklenburg Declaration and to learn about it and to learn about the argument about whether or not it actually happened or did it not. Always an exciting discussion to have. And thank you so much for being able to join us virtually to celebrate our city's history. So today, we are going to show you a never-before-seen historic document that was donated to the museum 2 years ago by Caroline Lyerly and her family. Now, this document may have had something to do with not only Hezekiah Alexander, who lived in the Rock House and signed the Mecklenburg Declaration, but also to Captain James Jack, who is, of course, the messenger who carried the Declaration to Philadelphia for North Carolina's representatives at the Continental Congress. Now, this document is basically an accounting of rations that were received by the 2nd Battalion of North Carolina Volunteers. The North Carolina Volunteers were a militia regiment that was formed in late 1776 because the colonists thought that the British were going to attack Charleston again. And so they formed this regiment, they formed this militia. The militia marched to Camden, wintered over there, and the British attack never materialized. So they disbanded rather quickly. So it didn't exist for a very long time. But when it was established, Hezekiah was made their commissary. And so he was responsible for getting their supplies. All right, so this is the exciting part, is actually getting to take this document out of its archival sleeve and get to take a look at it. So, as you can see, it is a fairly standard accounting. Down here, numbers in date order. There's a note up here, and then of course we'll talk about the notation on the back in just a minute. So, right up here at the top, I can adjust my screen a little bit. So right here we have a true return of rations delivered to Captain Joseph Dixon's company. And then there's a little notation here with the arrow of non-commissioned officers and privates. And then you go back, of the North Carolina Volunteers of the 2nd Battalion, ordered to the aid of South Carolina under command of Colonel Francis Locke. So just telling you what this piece of paper is. So at the top, we start with December 14th, 1776. And then you have the notation of what was delivered. And then it goes down, 15th, 16th, 19th, 20th, Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, even a notation there for things that are delivered. And then you get to the new year, January 1st, 1777, things that are delivered all the way down this. And then you jump back up until you get to February, all the way down, March, and then it ends March 25th, 1777. Hezekiah, remember, was appointed the commissary of the 2nd Battalion of North Carolina Volunteers. His son, William Sample Alexander, was also involved in that business. William did a lot of the actual moving around and traveling up to Philadelphia and to get those supplies. So one of the most interesting things for me is that this document could have been written by Hezekiah or by William as their accounting. On the back of the document, let's flip this over very carefully here. Just going to turn it over. So you have the back of the document here. You can see how it was folded for delivery. And right here, try to zoom in a little bit. Right here, we can see Captain Jack. So why is Captain Jack's name on here? Did he also act as a messenger for Hezekiah, as delivering those commissary records to Francis Locke? Did he deliver this somewhere else? Was he a part of acquiring the supplies needed by the 2nd Battalion? We don't know why Captain Jack's name is on here. He was a messenger for the Meck deck, so was he also the messenger for this document? Did he carry this document to Colonel Locke as the official accounting of those rations? Did he help get supplies for the company with William Sample? Was he in charge of that? We just don't really know. There are so many mysteries surrounding this document. Why is Captain Jack's name on it? Did Hezekiah or his son William write it? But despite what we don't know, this is an incredible piece of Charlotte's revolutionary history, and we're so glad we could share it with you today.